Mike DAntoni informed the Rockets that he would not be coming back. He mentioned this yesterday. I'd been told all along when they got back into the bubble, if they didn't go to the Western Conference Finals, that he was not going to be back, whether it was his choice or not. The move was expected by many, but it ends one of the more interesting coaching efforts in recent NBA history. Great regular season success, but they came up short in the playoffs. They twice lost to Golden State. This year they fall to LeBron and the Lakers. And Mike D'Antoni's postseason fate feels a lot like those teams that lost to Michael Jordan. He was a victim of history, losing to potentially all-time teams. Even when he was in Phoenix, losing to the San Antonio Spurs. D'Antoni has been an innovator, and that scheme in Phoenix helped bringing out an offensive revolution. When you think about it, because of their style and then the three-point shooting, he took that to the next level. He helped change the NBA, and he tried something even more radical this year with the small ball approach. And even though he didn't win a title, several teams are going to be interested in Mike D'Antoni. He's 69 years of age, and maybe he doesn't win it all, but at the very least, your team is guaranteed at being interesting. There are reports that Philadelphia is interested in Mike D'Antoni, that the Pacers would be interested. I don't know if New Orleans would be interested, but I'm guessing that he already had a job lined up. That's why he was leaving Houston. And is this a good job? I've seen that Ty Lue and maybe Sam Cassell, the former Rockets guard, would be at the top of the list if you're going to bring him in. But, you're stuck with that offensive philosophy. Now, you want to add some size there, or do you want to have, 6'7" and smaller? But you live by the three, you die by the three. And they died by the three again this year. And now you bring in Russell Westbrook, who we can argue this. Maybe there is no argument. Just to have him, alongside James Harden. Okay, he's not a good shooter. And you saw these defenses, and certainly in the postseason, when you're playing half court, if you allow these guys to run up and down the floor, Houston's really good in the regular season. Exciting, interesting, dangerous. You get to the postseason, you don't get to run up and down. They shut you down. They slow you down. And now they're saying, all right, run a play. Run an offense here. And they were saying to Russell Westbrook, they may have been actually verbalizing this. Go ahead and shoot, Russ. They let him shoot. They gave him the Lonzo Ball treatment. And he kept shooting. When he's in transition, he's spectacular. But if you're going to make him, do set plays and have him shoot, and you want him to shoot, you're going to take that. Yeah, Paul.
You mentioned Mike D'Antoni for the Sixers job. The Sixers are full of tall guys who don't shoot threes and aren't ball handlers. Yeah. Ben Simmons is a ball handler, but not in the Steve Nash vein. It doesn't seem like the right mix at all with the current roster.
His philosophy is pushing, the envelope on offense here. I don't know if he can come up with a different style, or he can take his style and somehow have the 76ers adapt to it. I don't see that happening. I would think a young team would be fun for him. New Orleans would be a fun team. I don't know Indiana's personnel well enough. You got Brogdon and Oladipo, Sabonis, T.J. Warren. So maybe there's something there. I do think that he can make an average team better. I don't know if he can make a good team great or greater.